This live, hi, welcome in if you're new here. I'm currently going to be recording this live on our Facebook group, our Facebook page, our TikTok, our YouTube, and our Instagram. There is a list long of about this long of no words that I'm not allowed to say on TikTok. So if you see me looking at another screen, that is because I do have 5 screens in front of me, and TikTok does have no words that they don't allow me to use. So that is the deal. That is what will be going on. I'm going to go ahead and get the live started everywhere. I record in so many places, so if you guys want to catch the replay, it's available. It will be available on Facebook for 30 days. TikTok really doesn't allow me to post the replay. And then YouTube, it will be available forever. Hi, Susan. It will be available forever once it uploads. So that is the deal. That is why I'm going to have no words in keywords. If you guys see people ask questions in the comments, please feel free to help with the answers. I'm going to start live on TikTok now, and it's new product launch day. Let me make sure, hey guys, let me make sure that my comments are working, and B, that I share this from my page to my group. We're going to see how long we can go without getting in trouble. Hey guys, so the word that everybody is looking for to get in early is tea time. Teatime. No space. Tea time, like a cup of tea. That is going to be your go-to to get through It's Pretty Personal. Let me go ahead and just post this. I'm playing Bridgerton music, and it may put me asleep. Okay. Hi guys. Hi Kim. Hi Ashley. Hi Ilka. Thank you, Danielle. So are you guys excited? I don't know why I woke up this morning and I had a major feeling that this was going to be like our old school crazy drops. It's going to go very fast, and I'm excited. So I made the girls even mix more of the Cherish color, because once this sells out, we literally do not have any more. So for drop, look how cute she is. Just look. So as always, we have our glitter bundle, our UV bundle, and our vinyl bundle. All right. Hi, Tammy. Very important. John's face is not in the UV bundle because not everybody knows who John is. And I thought it would be kind of creepy if you have no idea who John is from CST. You need to know who he is because he's very funny. B, I thought it would be weird if you didn't know who he was and your package arrived and your husband opened it and saw some man in your package that we have no idea who he is. So your show's on. Hi, Jasmine. So for the UV bundle, you want to add John singly if you want John. Oh my God, Ilka, I can't wait to see it. So if you want John, you want to add him singly, okay? He is in the new product section as well, but he is not in the discount bundle. For vinyl, you get, I think it's 5 sheets of vinyl. You get 1 patchwork helper. I'm just telling you this so you guys can place your order right. The patchwork helper that you're getting is with stitching. If you prefer the patchwork helper with no stitching, I do have that available. It's B852. It's just not in the bundle. So I wanted to cover those first. Good morning, guys. I wanted to cover that first. So if you're going to order, glitter is going to go fast. Glitter is going to go fast. Look, I took your guys' tip. I covered my thingy-me-bobber that was up here. See if that works. Good morning, Karen. Hi, Miranda. Long time no talk. Okay. So let's go over everything that is dropping today. Excuse me. I told you guys I had something up my sleeve. These are on there as well. After we go over Patterns Glitter UV, I will introduce the new brush sets that I just dropped. I added them yesterday, but I didn't really say much. So they are on there now. I am so excited about these. If you loved the brush set from the Maker Box, it's the same manufacturer, but I just wanted a pastel rainbow. So I can tell you guys, the yellow works best for this, the mint works best for that, the orange works best for that. So this is in the new section as well. Hi, Lori. Hi, Amy. Hi, Courtney. Okay, so tea time is the word that you're looking for. Tea time. Is the guy that say hi, bestie? It is, Monica. This is the guy who says, hey, bestie. That is him. It's John. Okay, so tea time is the word that you want. Let's go over. I feel like we need to do glitter first because that's going to sell. I can't say that word. That's going to go first. There we go. I said sell, so I got a restriction. 6 minutes. We survived 6 minutes without a violation. That's pretty, I'm pretty impressed. It's kind of like Bridgerton, tea time, fancy. I'm trying to get into the Bridgerton vibes. I'm still trying to get into it, guys. I haven't gotten fully immersed into the Bridgerton, but I'm trying my best. Hey, Corinne, if you can hear me, I love you. A delivery just pulled up. Oh, Daniela, are you too? I love you guys. A delivery just pulled up front. It's your favorite delivery driver. And B, I forgot paper so I can show off the glitter. Can you guys just bring me a little stack of paper? Please, please, please. I know I love him too. Okay, so I'm going to show you glitter first because glitter is going to, oh, I need to do the trend. I know, I saw that trend. Glitter is going to sell out first. Thanks, Corinne.
You're so welcome.
Look who's out front.
I'm sorry, I'm legally blind.
Okay, glitter discount bundle. I made the girls make more of these this morning after seeing our wish list numbers. That is why it is so important. So we literally mixed the last of what we have to make John's custom mix this morning. Once that mix is gone, like this time it is gone. I made the girls mix a bunch more this morning. So let's start with John. Okay, I posted this mix and I asked for name suggestions and John said that he thought a good name would be John. So I don't know if you watched, John. I'm going to try, I'm saying it in ladylike terms, okay? John is the example of hooker to housewife. We love him. But he is like the ideal perfect housewife now, like dogs and all. First of all, if you've never met John in person, the way that this man, I know I say it all the time, the way that this man smells, you just melt in his arms. Like, he's tall, he's handsome, he's perfect, he has perfect teeth, perfect nails. And then when you smell him, it literally seals the deal. We love John. We're obsessed with him. So this is Cherish Glitter. This is a limited edition. This is called John. And we went with like the tea time silly goose theme for drop. He is such a sweetheart. So I'm going to get in every camera because remember I have multiple cameras here. So here is the custom mix that is named John. I know. Lori, you were there. You smelled that man. He is so lucky. He's lucky to Eddie. He's married to Eddie. Eddie, because you would have to beat off all of these crafting women with sticks just by the way that man smells. Okay, so the word that you guys are looking for to get in early is tea time. So here is Cherish Glitter John, limited edition. We literally cannot mix this again. So go and grab your Cherish while it is still available, okay? So that is glitter number 1 individually or in the bundle while supplies last. It is so pretty. It's like a really pretty blue, and then it has like pops of like periwinkle. Like periwinkle and a little bit of like pink. Do you see how pretty that is? Look how beautiful that is. I hate that I can't get like a good zoom on TikTok. Yes, guys, the flash sale today is the Adhesive Apothecary solution. Don't forget that. He is very spicy. We do love him. Okay, so John, in the bundle or individual while supplies last. Okay, I don't want you to miss that. And when you get your discount bundle, it's gonna come like this, or we have it singly. Hi, Ashley. I'm just curious. I just have to check and see where they are, because I know that they were gonna go. You know what I mean? To give you guys a heads up. Thanks, guys. I have 60 glitter bundles left in stock. Guys, we started with over 150. Okay, so there's only 60 left. I only have 6 shakers of single John. There's only 6 shakers of single John. On It's Pretty Personal, we love him too. There's only 6 singles left. And then these are going, all right? So that was John. Now, if you guys have Rainbow Platinum, we have Rainbow Platinum in a fine cut. We also have Rainbow Platinum in a XL cut. We brought Rainbow Platinum in our favorite cut, the medium cut. Tea time is the word that you need to get in. Hey, Mindy. I know, it's been a wild morning. So this is Rainbow Platinum. It is one of our most popular white colors. I guess it's white. A lot of silver in it. This is probably one of our most popular colors as a fine. So we decided to bring it in a medium cut. You guys ready for this bling? Look at that. Look at the sparkle on that. You're late as usual. It's okay. At least you're here. It's so good, Ashley, isn't it? So here is Rainbow Platinum in the medium cut. If you go to It's Pretty Personal, all you have to do is type in tea time. Tea time. I know it's not giving it any justice. It's amazing. I'm trying to get up closer in the better cameras. The tube in the FB camera, definitely, I feel like you can see the glitter better. TikTok just likes to blur stuff out when we get too close. Only 1 bottle left of John, people are saying. And then we have the discount bundle. John is in the discount bundle, but once the discount bundle sells out, it is gone. All right, so that is the medium cut of Rainbow Platinum. On a sweatshirt, Mindy? Now I have to see that. I have to see that. All right, let's do vinyl next. Let's do vinyl next. I do like to do vinyl, like kind of looking up at me, because I feel like you guys can see the patterns better. Thank you, guys. Okay, so the star of the show is B850. And when I tell you guys the star of the show, the details, the clarity, the blending, the depth of this pattern, but the best part is it is semi-transparent. So this can be used on any color base. So this is a semi-transparent, absolutely stunning floral pattern. Okay, it is in the discount bundle or individual. It's insane. So I actually bought this in a bundle of like a bunch of different patterns. I'm halfway tempted to do all of the patterns I told the girls. And they're like, can we just take a break? I'm like, no, keep going. This vinyl, you know what it reminds me of? Like the old, I know that there's a special word for it and I'm just not educated on it. Like the old china tea set, like the tiles. I don't know. You guys know what I mean. The single bottles of John are gone, but we still have the bundles, or the discount bundles. I know that there's a Mexican pottery. Okay. And then like tea time, right? Like if Mexican pottery and a tea party had a baby, I feel like it would be this pattern. It is so amazing. I know. What do you think this is? I already ordered them lunch, Ilka. I literally ordered them lunch before I came live. I'm like, I know you guys are gonna be busy and I know you guys are gonna be hungry, so let me get you lunch. So grab the discount bundle if it is still, let me refresh this. All right, so vinyl number 1, as we refresh, 19 glitter discount bundles left. 19 glitter discount bundles left. John as a single is gone. John is no longer single. All right, but let's go through the rest of the vinyl because it is so adorable. Here is B848, which is this adorable little silly goose, but look at the little rain boots. I don't know what did me in with this. I think it was like the scalloping and then the duck and then the rain boots. I'm like literally just obsessed. So this is in the discount bundle or individual. All right. And I just saw somebody say, where do you go? That is where you're going to go. I know I told you guys I can't say certain words. That is where you're going to go to get this placed, okay? And it's going to ask you for a word. The word is tea time. Tea time. The vintage keys. I know. All right, then look at, this is Bridgerton feels, isn't it? This is B849. We're calling it Silly Goose Floral Tea Party. We got real technical there. Okay, so here is in the bundle or individual. This is a full white 12 by 12 sheet. Okay, then we did a V-split helper. I threw in another floral and some striping on here because I honestly really couldn't decide. So I thought if we had a little bit of everything that you can mix and match these to be so cute. So this is B851. It is a V-split helper. So it is 1 sheet of vinyl with 4 different triangles that you can mix and match together. Like you can literally do rainbow geese with like the floral. You can do him with the stripes. You can do this floral with the stripes. You can do this floral with the stripes. Like there, you can mix and match this so many different ways. So this is B851 in the bundle or individual. All right. And then last but not least for the vinyl bundle, this is B853. This is the patchwork helper. This I put all of the patterns in like a quilt patch like pattern for you. And guys, I work very hard on these. Okay, so I'm gonna say all of the patterns match and go well together. I already have the stitching on this one. We also have the option with no stitching if you prefer to place your own stitching. Okay, is the V-split on that design semi? No, so on the V-split, this is white. So this is a white background on the V-split. So I put there's a lot that I put into these thought process wise. So I arrange all of the patterns, make sure that they look well together, make sure nothing's clashing. I add 6 glitter spots that you can use as guides or base for glitter. You can either do cheat glitter over this entire patchwork helper, or you can tape these out and glitter these. And I don't know if you guys noticed, I literally have it arranged so no 2 patterns are touching. I know it's the little things in life and nobody probably even noticed that, but that's where the OCD kicks in. And I literally have them arranged so no of the same 2 patterns are touching. All of them are kind of like spaced the way they should be. Not that you guys have noticed that, but it makes my heart happy when I see it this way. So this is B853. Again, this is the with stitching option. This one comes in the bundle, or if you prefer to do your own striping or even cut out each square yourself, I have the without stitching option available. This is B852, so we have both options. All right, thanks guys. So that is the vinyl bundle, which I'm gonna leave this one out because we're gonna use that for a project. Now let's talk about our UVs and how everything ties together. So now we have the UV bundle that you can grab them individually. It is John from CST. You can see him here. That's him. Isn't he freaking adorable? Look at, you see the pot that he's holding? That's what I was talking about. That inspiration from that semi-transparent vinyl. That's the type of pot I was referring to. I just think it's perfect. So for UVs, good morning guys. It's all sold out. Well, that can't be. Maybe the glitter. Let's see. The glitter is sold out. The medium rainbow platinum, I only have 10 shakers left. John as a single is sold out, and the glitter bundles are sold out. But I do have 10 shakers left of the medium rainbow platinum. I still have the vinyl bundles in, I still have the UV bundles in, and I still have the acrylic keychains in. So everything but the glitter. I told you guys it was gonna go fast. I told you guys, I knew it. All right, so here is the UV bundle that comes with 4 options. So number 251 is Silly Goose. Hold on, let me reverse this camera so you guys, I don't know how to do it on any other platform but TikTok. I can like change it on TikTok so you guys could read everything right. I don't know how to do it on the other platforms. All right, so this you can grab singly or in the discount bundle. Silly Goose. Thank you guys. $5.64. I can't. Just look. How adorable is this little duck with the little bow in the frame? And the frame looks like lace. And behind him is transparent. So this looks very lacy when you place it on your pattern. Or on your base. All right. Then we have 616. The detail in this blows my mind. It literally looks 3D. This is like a quilted patch. I don't know, you guys. Obviously I don't quilt. I don't know the technical terms. I just know that I love this. But it literally looks like puffed up in 3D. So this is 616. Good morning, Erica. I know, John was good. All right, and then we have 264. I know that this is a Bridgerton saying. I am the tea you will be having. And I haven't gotten to here yet, but Mary had to explain to me what was meant by this. And it's very spicy. But I love that it's in a Class C decal. So I haven't gotten to this part yet, but I am the tea you will be having. Is a quote from Bridgerton, but like we made it classy. Is that so cute? You guys, I'm gonna fall asleep in here. I try to put on like tea time Bridgerton music and I just can't. We need to get back to our normal music. Clear. Ratchet club hits. No, I'm kidding. Maybe. Oh, 2000 club bangers. Let's see. We can get down with it. All right. So that is so here is the UV bundle. Like I said, if you want John, he is not in the bundle because not everybody knows who John is. Knows who John is. All right. So I didn't want a random man in your order if you were not familiar with CST designs. But if you love him, he is available individually. It's number 41. And you can go ahead and add him to before you check out. I know there's certain words I can't say. So those are UV DTF decals. So I'll put these away. And then, where are my little keychains? Here they are. Then we have our 3 keychain acrylic and UV kits. I know. But you'd be surprised. There's a lot of people maybe that don't follow him on TikTok. And I thought it would be like my husband was like, so if somebody orders it and doesn't know who John is, they're just going to get like a decal of a random man in their order. I'm like, I guess you're right. We'll make him available, but we won't force him in your discount bundle. He is so handsome though. And if this decal could smell like John, you guys, the smell of John, if I knew what heaven smelled like, it would be John. If you ever see him at an event, you have to walk up and smell this man. To get on, you're going to want to type in tea time. So when you go to It's Pretty Personal, if you type in tea time, that's going to get you in. All right, so for our kits, we did, and we'll make these today. We did the little decal, I am the tea we'll be having with the matching acrylic. You're welcome. So we'll go ahead and we'll make that today. Then we did our cute, is it a goose, a duck? A goose, a duck? This thing, it's very cute, whatever it is. With the cute little matching keychain acrylic. So we have that kit available, a goose. A goose. And then we have, oh, I should have known, this one says silly goose. And then we have the silly goose decal with the matching acrylic. So I'm going to work on these today too for you to see exactly how they line up perfectly with each other. All right. I got to save these bags for Mary. We were running low and Mary won't let me throw anything out. Let me put them over here. Okay. Oh, we need to talk these brushes. So for the Maker Monthly box, you guys know I need a clean area. For the Maker Monthly box, we did a purple opal brush set. Was it last month or the month before? I don't remember, you guys. All my months are blending into each other. And everybody absolutely loved them. So I went and I decided to get a 7-piece set. Can you order the UV DTF for the keychains without purchasing the acrylic? No, but you can build a custom gang sheet and just upload the clip art to the size that you need. If you do a custom UV gang sheet, you can get the decals in any size that you need. So I went ahead and I got a 7-piece brush set, okay? And the reason why I wanted to go ahead and do it this way is because if I am crafting live or if somebody is crafting live, and if you have the brush set at home, obviously these are easy to tell which is which. But if I'm using one of the smaller brushes and you guys say, what brush is that? My last set, they were all like purple and opal. So I wanted a pastel rainbow so I can tell you, oh, the orange brush, or I used the yellow brush. And it would be easy for you to go to your workspace and grab the same exact color brush and know that you're using the same brush that I was using live. All right, so that is why I did the 7 different colors, 7-piece set, 7 different type of brushes. Now these are a higher end cosmetic brush. So I don't know if you guys can see, they are like super, super soft. And because they are the higher end cosmetic brush and not a crafting brush, you are going to get less streaking when it comes to applying your glitter adhesive or your polyacrylic or your sealer. So I did go with a higher end cosmetic brush. Can you use these for makeup? Absolutely. But we're crafters. So maybe grab 2, one for your makeup, one for crafting. Aren't they so good? So you get the 7-piece set that I have. And I love that they're all different colors. That makes my heart happy. So if we use one today, you'll know which one we're working with. How do you clean the epoxy out of these bristles? Is it UV resin or is it like a 2-part epoxy? If you're doing UV resin, I obviously would not cure it, and I would soak it in an alcohol and kind of like brush it out. If it's cured epoxy, it's going to be extremely hard to get the cured epoxy out of the brush once it is cured. John is sold out already. I told you guys. Oh, hi, Elizark. Look, I don't know if I'm going to get to it today, but I prepared. I prepared if I want to use these today. I grabbed which ones I wanted. So I have a couple things that we want to do. Why don't we start with the keychains since those were a part of drop. We can do a couple of keychains so you guys can see the process of that. And then I wanted to do an Easter egg, and then I wanted to do a pen acrylic, and then I was thinking about adding the charms to the pen acrylic, and then maybe a snow globe. I don't know. We're kind of all over the place today. So, keychains. Trying to think of what keychain we should do. Maybe we'll do 2. I really want to do I Am the Tea that you're having, and I know I pulled some random colors for this. I was thinking about like this baby blue background, and then I pulled some. So this is called Moonbeam Mystery. I can't even begin to describe what this color is. Like, it literally is a mystery. It's like a little bit of purple, a little bit of blue, a little bit of pink, and then you see like yellow in there. But I thought it would be like cool and kind of vintage looking on there. And then I pulled Pegasus. So what do you guys think? Should we do the Blue Without You, the Moonbeam Mystery, or Pegasus? Help me out, because I don't know which one we should do for this one. I'm going to start by applying my UV when I wait for you guys to give me some ideas. So I'm going to go ahead and peel off my protective seal from the front. Pegasus, Moonbeam Mystery, Pegasus, Without You or Peggy. I love Peggy. I'm seeing a lot more Pegasus. I can do that. I think it's going to look fun and like vintage. My worry with the Moonbeam is that the words are going to get lost. You see how the words can kind of clash with the color? So I think Pegasus may be the way to go. All right, now I always apply my UV DTF to the front first to make sure that I am glittering the right side when I do get to the glitter step. So I'm just cutting off my little gray circle. That gray circle is just telling me where my keychain hole is to line up for my acrylic. All right, so I'm gonna peel the back of my UV off of the front. Get her lined up. Kind of look around, make sure everything is lined up where it should be, and then place down. Firm pressure. There's a lot of small details on this one. So you want to use your fingers, get your friction going, and get this nice and warm. We also can hold up, once I peel the back, we also can hold this decal up to the glitter shakers to get a better idea to make sure that we don't lose too much of the decal. All right, so with this the thinner details, you want to go slow. Because if it comes back up on your transfer, all you have to do is place it right back. And you don't have to worry about lining it up. So I'm just being extra careful around my letters and my corners. So there is I Am the Tea we'll be having. Look at all the details in that. Here, let me pull up my comments over here because my FB comments are not working. Perfect. All right, so let's peel off the back, and we can actually hold it up to our shakers to see, or to get an idea of what that color base would look like. All right, so here is the Blue Without You. So you can get an idea of what that would look like. Then we have the Moonbeam Mystery, which I think would just clash with the letters too much. And then we have the Pegasus. This is what everybody was saying to go with. I think that we should definitely do the Pegasus or the Blue Without You, but I'm leaning towards the Pegasus. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my sanding block, sand the back of my acrylic to prep this for my UV resin and my glitter. Clean that off. Guys, what happened to Ja Rule? I feel like I haven't heard anything about him in a long time. All right, put that down so it can dry. Take my little measuring cup, my stick, of course my CC DIY UV resin. I am so low on this. Before the live, I literally was combining the bottom of my other bottle with this bottle. I'm like, I have to make this work. I have more on the way though. Okay, so this is Pegasus from the Platinum Pastel collection. Look at how pretty. You know what it reminds me of? Like a French blue. You know when you go to the paint section and it says like French blue? It's like a vintage. The way that I would describe this is kind of like a vintage baby blue. It is perfect for all of the tea time, Bridgerton, all of that is like trending like crazy right now. It's like a vintage baby blue. All right. I'm going to put just a little bit more. Come, I am low. You know what? I don't know if I'm going to have enough UV resin to do that pad. I may have to use another brand, which I don't want to do. I just thought of that. It's all right. I have a bottle of another brand. I won't show the label because I don't love it. And I mean, no hate towards them. It's just not my go-to. So we are like literally scraping everything that we have. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and just help this to the edge. Being careful as I get closer to the edge because you don't want it to overflow over the edge. Guys, so I'm working on, you guys, I'm not going to tell you all of the secrets. But I have to give you a little taste. The girls are going to yell at me. Girls, I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. This one, I'm like literally going to hold near and dear. Oh, I thought Corinne was coming. I got scared. To my heart. But I'm going to post a event probably mid-April. What are we in now? March, April. Yeah. Probably around April 15th. What day does that fall on? I'm telling you, you don't want to miss that live. I'm going to make a live for an announcement. You don't want to miss that live. And I can't say too much because everything I do is watched very closely by other companies, and I really truly want to try to keep this unique for me before somebody else takes it. But I know, I'm just telling you, if you see me post an event for mid-April that's saying like you don't want to miss this, like you literally don't want to miss this. Like it may even be such a good event, I'll probably send out like text message and emails about like be there or be square type of situation. Look at how pretty that is. There is some hidden tea. I know I share so much with you guys, but I have to try to keep this one for a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just until I get my ducks in a row. See what I did there? My affiliates don't even know. Do you hear that? My affiliates do not even know what I have up my sleeve. So that's huge. You guys, I almost totally forgot what time it is. I'm just going to unlock. It's pretty personal. So if you have stuff in your cart, go ahead and make sure that you snag what you need because the password is removed. I know. My affiliates do not even know what I am working on. Ah, Ilka, I know. I'm going to try my hardest. Like, I even want you guys to be surprised. John is sold out. I know, Lala. It's interesting, isn't it? That's all right. It's all right. I'm keeping this one to myself. Okay, so hold on. Let me make sure if I have enough of this other UV resin that I don't like. I had a big bottle. I really don't want to use it. All right. How do I... I'm going to take the label off. Because I don't want anybody to go, I don't want anybody to watch this and go get this because I don't love this product. And you guys know I only stand behind, or I would only tell you to purchase a product if I absolutely truly love it. And I don't love this one. But I do want to do this big stand. So I am like literally like, there's probably like this much UV resin left in my CC DIY. Speaking of affiliates, you don't have to express. I want to give you guys a little surprise. Good morning, Whitney. Okay. So, do you want to move on to Notepad so we can play with that semi-transparent vinyl? You guys get the gist of the keychains, right? You guys know the tea. Is she flying me? I wish, Asheville, in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, I would take you. Bobby John's glitter did sell out. I know. I hate hiding secrets from you guys. I usually tell you guys everything. I don't know if you guys also saw on Wednesday we did these for new acrylics. A notepad. We can do a notepad. All right, we ready for the reveal? Look, I am the tea you will be having. Look at how pretty that French blue is. That's how I'm going to describe this color. This is Pegasus. It is like a vintage French blue shade. It is so pretty. So look how cute the little keychain. I think she's classy. I'm going to take a picture of her and post it for you guys. All right. Let's get down to business with the notepad. I love this. So this is acrylic kit number 31. This is the notepad with the pen holder. When you get this kit, you're going to get 3 pieces, okay? It comes with Post-its, so you don't have to go and buy them, okay? Then you have your acrylic like top overlay and then your acrylic back. So we are going to start. Hold on, I'm thinking. All right, we're going to start with the top for the semi-transparent vinyl. All right, so what side should we go? I feel like if you're a righty, the pen should be on the right side, right? So let's do this as the front for right-handed. Nothing against the left-handers. But you know what? A lot of crafters are left-handed. Isn't that they say that's like the artistic side of your brain? Something like that. Come on. Guys, don't look at my nails. Mary needs to do them. We just have been running around like crazy around here lately. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and remove my protective paper from the side that we're working on. Then I'm going to take my semi-transparent vinyl. You were born a lefty, then switched. That's crazy that it can do that, isn't it? All right, I love this vinyl, so I'm just gonna tuck it in the corner and do a dirty cut of about how much I need to cover this space, because I'm gonna use this for another project today too. Okay. Now, the semi-transparent, the healing is going. It is amazing how using a different surgeon can make such a difference. But I am feeling better. It's crazy to think that it's almost 8 weeks since my first procedure. It doesn't even feel like that long. But the healing is going well. I still can't put my apron on. I still struggle to wash my hair. Or if I'm in the car, I can't reach back to give something to the boys. But over time, that's gonna get a little bit easier. All right. So because this is our semi-transparent vinyl, we want the pretty part to be on the front, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and peel off the vinyl and lay it down on top where we want it. Then I'm gonna come in with my squeegee and just squeegee down. Okay, so this is the front of my acrylic. I know that if you're used to using just the 100% clear vinyl, there's a different process, but because this is the semi, we're gonna do this a different way. Thanks, guys. All right, let me get my blade. And then we're gonna do our dirty cut, is what we call it. And trim around the edge. And it's not going to be a perfect cut. We are basically just releasing this from the paper. Once we pick it up, we'll be able to do our potato peel and get everything nice and pretty. But while this is still here, I am going to cut out my center for my Post-it. And it has this dip. Okay. I just like to push it down on my paper. See, it releases it. And then we're gonna cut out for our pen. So funny how years go by and you don't hear music. 20 years go by and you don't hear songs, and then when you hear it, you remember every single lyric. Oh my God, remember Pretty Ricky? All right, can't believe we were listening to this music when we were younger. So that's gonna release it from our paper. You guys, look at this. Look at how classy this is. Yes. Oh my God, I remember driving. I was a little bit of a wild one when I was younger. I lived in South Florida. So I'm in South Florida now, but I lived more South Florida. And I remember being very young and driving down to Miami, where I had no business being at that age, jamming to this music on the highway. My poor mother. Thank God there wasn't GPS and camera phones back then, right? I think about that all the time. I'm like, our poor kids don't stand a chance. We were all over the map and nobody knew. Right? Okay, so the cut that I'm doing now is what we consider the potato peel. So I'm basically just going along the edge and getting the little tiny pieces of vinyl off the edge. No evidence, exactly. Lord, thank the Lord there's no evidence, because that would be crazy. All right, I'm just going around that little dip. All right, so I did my potato peel cut inside where my Post-it's gonna go. So she's nice and clean. Lori, isn't this gonna be good? What color do you have? This, it says made in Japan. That's all I got for you. I think my husband got it at like Home Depot or something. It definitely was my husband's cutter until I took it over. All right, so our insides, I did our dirty cuts. All is good with that. Now I'm gonna go around my edge. Please be careful, especially if you are using a good sharp blade. This could slip pretty quick. And you know, if you've peeled potatoes before, what happens if it slips? You're gonna slice your finger, and then you're not gonna be able to do acrylics for like 2 weeks because it's gonna have to heal. Then you're gonna have withdrawals, and then you're gonna cry, and we don't want, you're too pretty to cry. So I'm going around my edge. I feel like this is the easy part. It just could be a little bit challenging when you're going around these rounded corners, because naturally it just wants to slip. So just take your time. Ooh, sage would be pretty. All right, here we go. So I'm going to tell you what I think we should do with this one. I think that we should leave the back of this acrylic with nothing on it. And I feel like we should glitter the back acrylic. So this is almost gonna look like lifted 3D off of the glitter base. What do you guys think? We can do that, or we can do 2 different glitters, 1 glitter on the back of this, 1 glitter on the back of the Notepad, or we can play with the dimension and have the 3D look. Moonstruck is a good one. I love that one too. I feel like any of our glitter that is moon something is a must-have. 3D, the dimension. Oh my goodness, it's raining. We've been in such a drought. It's supposed to rain all week, but I hear it coming down now. All right, look at our edges. Look how nice and clean. I'm just gonna check. I don't see any bubbles, which I'm pretty happy with that. But look how pretty this is so far. This is gonna be a classy one. This is gonna be a classy one. Slice the top of your finger and it still hurts. Mindy! I know, it's not fun. We've all been there. But that's why it's so hard for me to watch comments too. Especially when I'm playing with the blade, because I do not want to slice my finger off, especially live for everybody to screen record. We are classy. As I listen to Pretty Ricky in the background. Let's talk about baby. We classy though. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm peeling off both the front and the back. This is going to be good. I'm thinking we should use the chunky rainbow, the medium cut rainbow platinum on this, because that's really the white behind this is gonna be a class act. But what I want to do beforehand is pull out my handy dandy. Our past does not define us. Thank you, Ilka, for the reassurance. Take out my handy dandy brush set, and I'm gonna use the purple brush set. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I am going to put some UV resin, which we should sand and prep the surface too. We'll do that so we do all the right steps. Hi, if you're new here, welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys, my little sign over my thingy bobber on here didn't work. for TikTok. I still got the... All right, I'm going to sand the back. So you see how the semi-transparent has that backing to really give us all of that detail. So I'm gonna sand the back of this to prep this for our adhesive or UV resin to really have some teeth to hang on to. Okay. Remember this song? Danger. Oh, I told you guys we would talk about this. Now that I'm feeling old singing this music. What is it called? The Age of Attraction? Something of Attraction? On Netflix. Who watched it? I finished it. Well, I finished as much as they allow you to watch right now. I need to know your thoughts. We need to chat. If you haven't watched it and if you're into like those dating shows, it's a good one. You started. When you see the age of some of these people, I'm like, I need to know who your injector is ASAP because there's no way you're 52. Oh my God, you guys have to watch it. You have to watch it. I finished that and then I watched the reunion for Love is Blind. Talk about the ick. It was not a good season. It was not a good season. I didn't fall in love with any of the people on the show, and I just feel like it was just icky. Oh, Chris. I was gonna say, I started reading that comment and I saw poor Chris, and I'm like, there's nothing bad about what happened to Chris. He's the way that he acted at that bar, I'm like, ooh, child. All right, so I'm just painting my UV resin, and the reason why I'm doing this is because we are keeping the front of my transparent vinyl. We're going to keep it transparent so we get a 3D look. So if I just do blobs of UV resin to adhere this and they don't completely like squish and level out, you're going to see the like beads of UV resin from the front. So I'm just using my brush to spread out that UV resin to get a nice even coat. I know he was not the one to, and what's with his new hairstyle? What about the way, I'm horrible with names, but once I say it, you'll know who I'm talking about. What about the way that that one stormed off the stage? Talk about rehearsed. Like, that was the worst stage storm off I have ever seen. If you would have put glitter on the back of the front, would you still use UV to attach the pieces? Yes, I still would use the UV to attach the pieces. So to save my brush, because I just used it with UV resin, I'm literally just gonna put some alcohol in here and soak it and dab it and swirl it to get that UV resin out of my bristles. All right, and then put it on my paper towel. It will be good. She talks about Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. Oh, perfect. I didn't see this, Whitney. So basically I go ahead and I put it in some alcohol, swirl it around, give it a couple of dabs, and now it's completely nice and clean. All right. So what we are going to do is take our back. And I'm going to take the front where we have the wet UV resin, flop it down in place, and then line up. Don't look at my roots. I haven't dyed my hair yet. Go around and make sure that we are completely lined up and flush on all four sides. I'm going to kind of push down. And then we're going to start that curing process from the front, and then I'll move it and bring it to my shelf. One who stormed off talks like Romy from Romy and Michael's High School Reunion. I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't know. Something, I don't want to start rumors. But something that he said about her doing at a wedding, he said about her like blacking out 30 minutes of him being at a wedding and he was the best man. Like, that's red flags. That's red flags. And I think that he was trying to be a gentleman and not say anything publicly on TV that may hurt her as a mother, or may hurt her as a mother with her child or whatever. But girls' lunch is here. I do think that there's a problem there that she needs to get help with. Jordan, he was sweet. I feel like a little lost puppy. All right, so we cure that for just 30 seconds. Now I'm gonna pick it up and put it in my light here. So this is gonna cure that UV resin from the front and the back when I place it on my shelf. No, we didn't order Five Guys. We have this sub place called Royal Subs a little bit east of here, and they're delicious. The bread is so good. Non-existent roots. You don't want me to get close. Look at how brownish red my roots are. I've been dyeing my hair black for like 15 years. My natural color is so much lighter, but I can never go back to my natural color because this is like box black for years on years on years. There's roots there, girl. Sarah, is TikTok not working for anybody else? Sarah, I have 81 people in there right now. I have like three gray hairs, Ashley. And it's funny because my mom is completely silver. You guys have seen her. All right, so this is what we have so far. We have our semi-transparent on the front, and we attached and cured that to the back with the UV resin. So now I am going to take my sanding block, sand and prep the back so we can go on the back here with UV resin and glitter. Jersey Mike's. I think we did. I made it simple. Oh, there's a puzzle piece. I just did a bunch of turkey and cheese and Italian, so then they can figure it out. I ordered like 12 sandwiches. There's 7 of us. So we'll have more than enough if somebody does want one. Well, Daniela needs to eat for 2, but there's more than enough subs for everybody. Black is very stubborn. I know. I was like light, like almost blonde a long time ago. If you guys saw pictures, you would be like, what in the world? Oh my God, guys. Don't do what I did. How does this even happen? There's a piece of my hair that I cured between the 2 pieces. I'm gonna cut it off. Speaking of hair, rude. It's all right, you can barely see it. She's there. There's a little piece of me in this one. Alrighty, let's get our resin ready for the back. Oh, I love that. You just got an IPP delivery. Watching IPP and crafting with IPP. We love IPP. You down with IPP? Yeah, you know me. All right, so this uses a decent amount of resin. I'm gonna start with that. And then the color that I'm gonna use for the back is gonna be the medium rainbow platinum. The sparkle is unreal, and I feel like you guys need to see it in action. I'm gonna go ahead and mix that, and then we'll check our consistency. Oh, you guys, everybody's getting IPP deliveries today. So that's still a little thin. See how I say I like a thicker honey consistency? That's still moving a little too fast for my liking. So we're just gonna add a little bit more glitter. If it's too thin, you add more glitter. If it's too thick, you add more resin. It's pretty simple. Once I have my eye surgery in 2 months, I can craft again. Oh, I can't wait. I love that for you. Do you miss it? All right, that's a little better. I think we're gonna roll with it. Got yours yesterday, and Wreaking Havoc is so pretty. Doesn't it remind you of leopard spots? Corinne mixed that. Corinne did really good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and lay this down. You know what always is a mind F for me? Because it's clear, I forget, like, there's acrylic there. Like, I was about to try to avoid the pen space, but I was like, wait a second, I need to actually cover that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure I get all of my UV resin out. Now, when you have the right consistency, you're gonna see it slowly start moving towards the edge, but we don't wanna sit here forever. So we are going to take our spoon and help that UV resin make its way to the edge. Love rhinestoning cups with your rhinestones. I know, it's funny that you say that. We were talking about rhinestones today in the warehouse. In the crafting world, everything literally is like a roller coaster. Rhinestones were really popular a couple years ago. Then they kind of fizzled. Then snow globes had their time to shine. I kind of feel like snow globes are fizzling a little bit. And it's weird because in 3 years, they'll be like the hottest thing. Because we always get new waves of crafters that weren't here years ago, that it piques their interest again. But yeah, rhinestones were fun when they were in. I have to be honest, I don't think I will ever carry rhinestones again. It was fun while we did, but it was very stressful. I'm a glitter girly. I think I would rather glitter ombre 15 cups than rhinestone one. And I know that sounds horrible because a lot of people like rhinestoning. It's funny because we're moving and in my closet I have a bunch of rhinestone cups and I've rhinestoned all the front of them so I can get a good picture, and literally the back of the cup is completely smooth and naked. I just don't have the patience for it. Like, epoxy tumblers take long enough, and rhinestone tumblers are just even more. Okay, so we are completely spread. I think I'm gonna hit this with a little bit of heat. Let's see. I don't wanna add the heat on my paper because I will light my office on fire. But the top of my desk is actually tile, so it could withstand a tiny bit of heat. There we go. And we will start this process, and then we'll move it onto the shelf to cure from the front and the back. Glitter all day, I know. I'm a glitter girl, sorry. Rhinestone sheets, I haven't seen those. I must have missed your question. Did you ask if I'll ever carry them again, Mindy? I'm sorry. I'm a firm believer. Oh, I have this package here I need to open. I'm a firm believer that in order to sell something, I think that you have to be passionate about it. I am passionate about glitter crafting, glitter arts and crafts, DIY. I just didn't have the passion for the rhinestones. I couldn't do it. So this I got from Dee's Beads. I was not expecting this delivery. It came a couple days ago and I was like, you know what? Let me open it live. I didn't order and I have no idea what she did. So it's from Dee's Beads. I told you guys how I remember her company name. These beads. We're passionate at collecting. Guys. Oh my God, look at how cute. Look at the little Highland cow. You guys, look, she made me a havoc picker-upper. I'm sure she has a name for this. Look at this. Look at this havoc picker-upper. I'm sure she has a lot better name. Look at that. I love this. I really love that. Look at how cute she is. Thank you, Dee. She's so sweet. I want leopard everything. I love this. This is really, really adorable. It's almost so adorable that I think I may be scared to use it. Because I have this pink one from her. This is usually my go-to, but like this is different love. Like this is next level. Look at it, Daniela. I love it. Like I'm scared to use it. Oh, that's pretty. That was super sweet. Thank you, Dee's Beads. That's super pretty. I want leopard everything. A wax pen. There we go. Oh, let me keep her. I'm going to put her card in my drawer. So if you guys ask. Alrighty. So this cured for only 60 seconds. So I'm going to be careful because we're going to be a little tacky still. That's not a full cure. But I want to do a full 300 on my shelf so it cures from top and bottom. All right. So we'll let that bake. Now, do you guys want to see my next vision? Do you want to see my next vision? So this is acrylic number 15, which is the Easter egg. Do you see it? We may have a code. Oh, do we? If we do, drop it. I didn't know we had one. This light, you can actually get on TikTok Shop. It's from CCDIY. It's their new like upgraded UV light. And what I like about it is it has a magnet, so it cures from the top and the bottom, or you can use just one side. But when it like magnets together, the bottom lights up too. It's on TikTok Shop. So here my vision. I think that we should do the middle part of the egg in this pattern to look like that, like, what do we say, Mexican tile, to make it look beautiful. I'm trying to find a good spot that I want. I think I'm gonna do right here. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and cut out a square that we want to use. So I cut this out. This is semi-transparent B850. We're going to go ahead and apply this to the front of the top of the Easter egg acrylic. It's so funny. So I'm on 5 different places right now. I'm on TikTok, the Tube, IG, FB group, and I have to talk in code. FB group and FB page, and it is so wild. The different, I don't want to say class, just the different groups or type of traffic on each social media. These are Poke Pals. I got these from the Creation Station. It's so crazy how the vibes are so different in the comments on each platform. Crazy. You guys don't get egged on if somebody's irritating you in the comments, please. It ain't worth it, girl. We're too cute for jail. I'm trying to think of which way I want it. All right, so we'll do it right there. I know. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. We're too pretty for prison. Although orange is my favorite color, so we have that going for us. All right, so I'm just doing my dirty cut to get it off of this paper. Well, that wasn't really one hell of a dirty cut, but we'll see if that will work. Hold on. We need to get closer than that. Open here. Alright. Alrighty, look how pretty this is gonna be. You guys, I think this is gonna be like, wow. What were we doing listening to this music as teenagers? I sound like an old lady. But now we can do our potato peel. Right, Miranda? Like, we thought Cardi B was bad. It's nothing compared to what we grew up with. All right, so I'm gonna cut out my little hole. You guys, look at how pretty this is. Is this insane? At house parties? Wait. We need to rephrase that. At house parties of people that we didn't even know. Okay? We were at house parties of people that we didn't even know. What in the world? Okay. So I think that we should do the back of this in a white glitter, and then we'll adhere it to the back, and then we'll do like a blue glitter on the back. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just sand the back. And this is Easter egg. This is the Easter egg kit. It's number 15. We had the craziest times. The craziest times. Now, if I feel like my mom, like, I can't even imagine. Like, I will, Everybody's like, never mind, kid. Oh, if you only knew, Ma. Love you, if you're watching. She says all the time, she's like, I know, I don't even know the half of it. I don't want to know. I'm like, that's probably best. That is probably best. I know, I can't believe how fast you guys blew John out. Get it? See what I did there? Came over to, oh, Ilka, it's raunchy. It gets crazy in there. Ilka's hopping from platform to platform to see what the vibes are. I don't know who I thought was eating what like a vulture at my age when the song came out. I can't. He'll never get away with anything because we know all the tricks and lies, right? Like, I will air tag Family 360, whatever that's called. I will know it all. All right, so I'm just putting my white, and I don't even want a ton, because I don't want it to be too bulky. People are calling Ilka a traitor. She's just checking it out, guys. She'll always come back. Trust me, she'll always come back. Just let her dip her toes in the water and see if the grass is greener. All right. I'm just gonna go up around the little hole. I'm gonna just hit this with the torch really quick. We'll get this baby to cure. I think it's funny, Ilka. I think it's funny. All right, are we gonna do a reveal together? And listen, I want to do a top coat of resin on top of my semi-transparent vinyl, but I will not do that with this other UV resin. I am just literally down to almost nothing on this, so I'm not gonna have enough. But as soon as I get my shipment, I will probably on Wednesday come back and do this live with you guys. Are we ready for a reveal all together? Look at this. Look at the 3D with the back. This is amazing. I am literally obsessed. I want to put this vinyl on everything. I literally want to put this vinyl on everything. This is the semi-transparent B850. It is so classy. And I know I have a blue, purple pad here, but how cute would that be with a blue notepad? It's so pretty, guys. Wait until you see this Easter egg. We're not done. I want to do everything in this vinyl. All right, we're gonna let that cure a little bit longer while we prep the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did, girl. You guys, there's Dee's beads. Look at how freaking pretty. I was not expecting this. Isn't it beautiful? There she, can somebody pin her? So if you guys want to follow her. Hold on, I may be able to do it. Oh no. Pin. Okay, that's where this is from if you're watching on TikTok. My little picker-upper doodad. Isn't it so cute? I want everything leopard. Can you tell my Pokepal from the Creation Station is leopard too? You guys, she's so sweet. You guys have to follow her. The bow is everything. That bow is everything. All right, what was I doing? I'm new here. I miss my CC DIY resin. So I put that little tiny piece in there to cure. It's now the second time that I'm curing it because it's still tacky. So when I tell you that I will stand and ride and die for CC DIY, this one that I had to take the name tag off of, no bueno. So if you're struggling with UV resin, I think, hold on, they're on TikTok Shop. I may be able to pin it. See if you have a coupon, because I have a coupon on TikTok Shop right now. I just pinned it. If you're struggling with UV resin and you're struggling to get a hard cure, like we did this with the CC DIY, like no tackiness, check out the CC DIY resin. I have to use an off-label one right now because I literally am like, listen, look, there's like nothing in here. And I'm really starting to realize of how spoiled CC DIY has us. Because there's literally nothing that compares to their resin. So I'm just peeling off the protective paper on the front and the back. I still vote a repeat of Do Your Worst with Classy, Sassy, Trashy Designs again. I feel like I missed that. Oh, like when he does his cups, the Do Your Worst. We have a couple of cups from him from years ago. I should order new ones because I mean, you guys know how this craft is. The more you do it, the better you get. His cups were amazing years ago. I can only imagine how good they are now. Oh. All right. This is what we have so far. It literally reminds me of a porcelain Easter egg. So I'm going to go ahead and put my acrylic piece down. Take my UV resin. I have to use my CC DIY for this because I want it to cure nice. And put a little bit of resin. Now you can see that I am attaching my front egg to the back egg before glittering the back to allow my UV light rays to hit all of the UV resin to cure it 100%. So there's no uncured resin. Now you want to make sure that your top hole is lined up and then kind of look around your scalloping and make sure that you have even spacing around your scalloping. Now if I move this, I feel like it's going to move. So I'm just going to kind of shock it in place for a second and then we'll move it over. Now for the back color. For the back color, do we want to do Blue Without You or John? Because remember, if we do too dark of a glitter, there's a risk of it not curing right. Do we want to do a fine or a chunky? You and John did boxes back and forth of who delivered. Oh, Angie, I remember that. That was like, what, like 3 years ago? I love him. We had so much fun with that. Let's get a comparison with the egg. Okay, let's see if we could. So do we want to do John on the back, or do we want the contrast with the Blue Without You? So John, I'm worried that this is going to blend too much. Or Blue Without You. Or we can do a thin layer of 5-star fleet to pull from the flowers. Blue Without You. I think John, I feel like we're going to lose the detail in the pattern. I feel like we need to do the Blue Without You. Blue Without You. Okay. Go ahead and sand our back. I'm saying, where's my alcohol? Touch your toes. It's gonna be pretty. Guys, I'm doubting myself. Do we do Blue Without You or Pegasus? Do we want more of a baby blue or more of a French blue? Blue Without You or Pegasus? feel like Pegasus would be classy. I think Pegasus is the way to go, guys. I think it's gonna stay with the, like, the scheme. Color in the middle called. The one behind this is a medium rainbow platinum. This is going to be pretty. Hold on, I'm looking, guys. Or do we just do a pure white to make it stay porcelain-like? Or do we do a solid white? JT, don't leave us. Do we do Pegasus or do we do a more bright white? Because now looking at this, I'm wondering if we should do a bright white. White. Bright white, white. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm gonna go grab it. Don't move a muscle. I'm back. Okay. Sorry guys, after mixing that, I was like, I'm not convinced and this is way too pretty to mess up. Okay, so I'm gonna mix Pearly Gates White with the fine cut of Rainbow Platinum. And that's gonna give us a pretty sparkly white, and I feel like that's gonna make this pop. So Pearly Gates, and then some Rainbow Platinum in the fine cut. All right, a little bit more resin to get that consistency where it needs to be. Hi, Diane. How are you, sunshine? Corinne, another delivery. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put this in the center and kind of allow it to do its thing with a little bit of assistance. So I'm just gonna slowly start working it out to the edge. Probably didn't even need that much, but it's all right. All right, so I kind of bring it right up to that scalloped part, and then I'll show you what I do with the scalloped part. So naturally, it's gonna start to come out to the scallop on its own as it starts to self-level, but I'm literally just going to guide just a tiny bit towards the scallop and then allow it to self-level again. Corinne, do you want to see if Jose wants a sandwich? We have extra. Jose, do you want a sandwich? We love him, our UPS driver. See? Fed everybody today. All right. Just help these little ones up here. So when you have the right consistency, it will naturally start to make its way towards the edge without overflowing. So look at that. Let's go ahead and cure that. Put these tops on these glitters. I try. All right, so for the white, for the back white, we did a mixture of Pearly Gates white and the fine cut of Rainbow Platinum. So the Rainbow Platinum that dropped today is this medium cut. So this is literally the same exact film, just 2 different cuts. Have a good day. So you can see the medium, how you get more bling with the bigger cut, and then the fine. Same film, different cuts, and they're amazing. I'm gonna let this cure. I can't get over this. This I really can't get over. And I even pulled out like a little bow, but I think I want to leave it. It's so pretty this way. Guys, don't forget today's flash sale. This like very, very rarely goes on flash sale. We're moving and I have an overabundance of it. That is the only reason, because this never, ever, ever, on It's Pretty Personal, it never goes. Crystal does it all the time. She's freaking amazing. This is the suspended flow. This is what I love to use for my snow globes. This is today's flash sale item. I don't want to say glitter because it's not a glitter. So if you are placing an order, this is today's flash sale item. It's literally because I have over 400 in stock. I need to bring that down a little bit. Don't sell me out, because I don't want to be out of inventory. I just need to thin that out a little bit. I need to thin her out a little bit. Personally, we are closing on our house April 5th. But that's not when the business is moving. It's going to take longer for that. But I personally am moving. Right down the street. Everybody's like, where are you moving? Thinking that I was like going up north. I'm like 2 miles away. Woohoo! I know. I love it. You can even add, somebody in the group even did a picture of their kids. Isn't this so cute? I think it's beautiful. All right, so before I do one more thing, should we do the reveal together? Hold on, let me put my camera head on so you can get the real deal. You ready? Look at how pretty this is. And like I said, I'm going to do a top coat of my CC DIY. I just don't have enough of the... You guys didn't see that? I just don't have enough of the resin right now. Isn't this so pretty? It reminds me of like a ceramic egg. Isn't that beautiful? Should I try to squeeze to see if I have enough so you guys can see me top coat this? I mean... Like, listen, we got barely anything. A collage on your desk? I love that, Diane. All right, let's see if I have enough resin for this. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a coat of the UV. And bring it to the edge. kind of like dome it in. Somebody in the group today posted it was their birthday. Just make sure I'm not missing anywhere. I got the magic stick. All right, we're gonna go ahead and clean this like we did the last one. Oh, it'd be nice if you guys can see what I'm doing, huh? Be nice if you guys can see what I'm doing down there. There's nothing, that's why we're friends. If you're walking around the house singing these songs, that's why we are besties. Alrighty. Just make sure we're all the way to the edge, so it looks nice. We literally squeezed all of our CC DIY resin that we had left. I'm using the glare for my lights to see what's missed because the struggle is real getting older. Just making sure we are covered so everything has a nice even gloss. You're not almost 50, Ilka. Don't lie to me like that. There's no way. There is no way. I can't believe that I'm 26. Mentally. No, we actually had this conversation the other day. Who did we have this conversation with? It was me and Louie. We were talking about how mentally old we feel. Maybe it was with my mom. I feel like a solid 23 mentally. Physically, I feel like 60, but mentally, I feel like I'm stuck at 23. Oh, well, tell your mom thank you. That's so sweet. What's your mom's name? Your username, Katrina. We have a customer name. Is Katrina your mom? Because I know that name. Mental 25, physically 90, right? 38. I'll be 38 this year. For real. Like, for real. Oh, I know your mama. Hey, Sherry. I'm not a baby. Look, I got my Botox. Look. It's kicking in. I had my appointment yesterday. You guys know that I am like, take care of yourself, you do you, boo-boo. But I got my Botox injections yesterday. They still have to kick in a little bit, but we're getting there. 48. Wow. Susan, look at your profile. You look freaking banging. Lori, I cannot. Stop. Oh my God. I'm trying to keep up with all the comments because everybody's now commenting on all the platforms. Did you guys get your launch stuff? I know the glitter sold out. Did you get your semi-transparent vinyl? Here's the project that we did with it. I feel 46, you barely feel 30. I know, I feel like I'm forever stuck in my 20s. I'm body 96, mentally 21. You'll be 40 next month. Vicky's 59, she's gonna be 59. It is crazy, guys. Sherry's gonna be 68. No, you're not, Sherry. Wow. Well, I think we all look great for our ages, ladies. Press submit order. Amy! So if you missed the Post-it holder, I am going to post the replay on our FB, on our IG, and on the tube. And if you click my little logo thing up here, you'll be able to watch the replay to see exactly how we made this today. All right, let's see how our egg looks. Look at how pretty our egg came out. Look how that UV resin on top made that vinyl, made it just like deeper. I love it. So we use the same vinyl for our two different projects. You're on the elliptical. Amy, you go, girl. You get it. I need to do better about my physical activity once I'm healed. I'm old enough to be your child. Stop! Isn't it so cute? I love this. This is so classy. And then I love the CC DIY. It's so smooth. I know. The vinyl's good. You're on your heating pad. I love my heating pad. Okay, so acrylic keychains available. Egg blanks available. Post-it kits available. Vinyl from today available. The only thing that you guys sold us out of was the glitter from today. The size of the Post-it, so it actually comes with Post-its. I think they're 3" by 3". I think, but it says on the product listing. I think it's 3" by 3". Shut up, Diane. You guys, Diane's like one of my best friends. And she always, so is Lisa. Lisa always talks about how old she is too, and like how she's old enough to be my mom. I'm like, no, you're my best friend. You're not my mom. 67, you go, Paula. Your mind thinks you're 25 to 30. You can't hang out anymore. I know. I'm usually sleeping by 9 p.m. the latest. I feel bad. Lori texted me last night at like 8:36, and Lori, I was knocked out already. But in my defense, Lori, I woke up this morning at 5, and I was not going to text you back at 5 a.m. I love you, Diane. So I did wait until a little bit later. But yeah, I was sleeping. I was sleeping by 8:30, Lori. Sorry. I'm an old lady. Oh, I love you guys. Yay! Sherry, you got your glitter. You got 3 littles and you're 41. You're asleep by 9. I know my kids are in bed by 8. I'm usually showered, sleeping, phone on Do Not Disturb by 8:30-ish. Definitely by 9. All right, guys. Go and grab UVs. The theme is Silly Goose meets Tea Party meets Classy. We have 2 because I know that there's been requests of patchwork helpers without stitching. So we have without stitching and with stitching, both options. So make sure you grab the right number. We have our V-split helper. We have our cute little Tea Party vinyl, like Bridgerton vibes. And I just fell in love with this little Silly Goose with the scallops and the rain boots. He was just, I loved him. So vinyl's on the, I'm going to get in so much trouble. Whatever, I have a restriction already. Vinyl's on the website. Glitter is sold out. UVs are available and acrylics are available. I will post the replay if you want to see how we made these together today live. I post it right away on FB and on IG. YouTube takes like 3 hours to post because it like downloads and then it posts the live replay. So if you want to watch how we made something from the beginning, head on over to those other platforms. You can click the link in my bio to find out where everything is. I do plan to go live on Wednesday for Wildcard Wednesday. And like I said, if you guys missed it, I'm not saying too much. So I'm not making eye contact. If you see me post a live event in our FB group saying you have to watch this live big announcement, you have to be here, do not miss that live. We have been working on a big project and I am not announcing it until the day. My affiliates don't know. Sorry, Amy, love you. Nobody knows. Erica doesn't know. Diane doesn't know. I don't think Diane knows. I may have spilled the tea to Diane, but I don't think Diane knows. Nobody knows. So if you see me post a live, I'm waiting for some stuff. If you see me post a live saying big announcement, come hang out, please don't miss that. Because if you miss it, I need to stop talking. If you miss it, you're going to have to wait a month to get it again. Okay? So that's all I'm saying. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Katie. Yeah, I'm not telling you guys. I can't. All right. It's already 1 o'clock. I'm going to clean up this mess. Havoc didn't even come and say hi to me once this entire live, which is absolutely rude. But do you want to see? He's a little piggy. Hold on. I'll get him to come over here. Oh, don't forget to grab your John decal. Look. I'll get him to come if I just do a little shake of this. Oh, you hungry? Sure, Peanut. This what you want? You're going to show the ladies how you listen? Oh, what a good boy. Why do I love you so much? Oh, you got sleepy eyes. Sit. 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 Okay, that's cute too. Sure. Have you ever just loved an animal so much? You're very handsome. I just love him. I know, the glitter. Here, baby. I know, Ollie, I know it. I know you feel that way about him. I feel that way about him. And I was like so worried that when we got him with like my husband and the boys, that he was gonna like either like bond to one of our other pets. And then like for a while, I feel like we weren't bonding. But now I feel like we have an understanding. We have like a love-hate relationship. And he cuddles with me every night. So that's all that matters. He does look like a little leopard. He's my little leopard. The UV for John needs to be scratch and sniff. I know, Diana. I was talking about how good. Hi, Cowbell. I was talking about how good John smelled earlier. Like, I can't handle that man. Even if he's not into women, like, the way that man smells. I literally was like, what are you wearing? I need to get it for my husband. Right? Oh, sure. You can stretch here. All right. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Like I said, I will be live on Wednesday. And if you didn't get your order in, head on over to itsprettypersonal.com. You can get your order in. You can grab what is left. You did sell me out of glitter, but we do have the vinyl, the acrylics, and the UVs available. All right. Let me say bye. Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. Love you guys. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to hop off so I can get these replays posted. All right, guys. Love you.